Alright guys, welcome back. Mac Dad Games Manor Lords. God, I've been really looking forward to this playthrough. We're back at it with episode 2. And actually filming this one pretty much back to back with episode 1. So I know a major question that I'd love to get some feedback on is, that developmental point. Where do we want to go with that? And truthfully, like I said, there's only that one available right now anyway. So honestly, it's not a major rush for me to get the answer on that yet. So by the time you're watching this second video, I'm sure we'll have gotten the answer. And by the time we have the third video up and running, hopefully you guys have give me some ideas, helped influence which route I want to go. And by that time, we'll finally choose it. But for right now, we're gonna leave it alone. Decent in game speed. It can affect the availability of deposits around your town and the jobs your residents perform. Yep. Understand all of that. Pretty straightforward. Kind of what it's getting at, and that is actually another thing to remember, and I didn't even mention it on the first one. The only downside to the fishing node, which is funny because prior to this big update wasn't an issue. There was a developmental point that you were able to unlock to where you can actually do ice fishing in the wintertime. Because right now we don't have that at all anymore. So I don't know if that'll ever be, brought back or what. But yeah, once it hits wintertime and this lake freezes over, for the whole wintertime, we will not be able to do any fishing. So, got to keep that in mind. That's why I want to collect as much as we need. Like right now, I got 15 months worth of food. So when winter hits, it shouldn't be an issue. Like we're going to make it through those 2-3 months before everything thaws back up. Another thing I wanted to do real quick that I know I forgot, I didn't even do it the first episode there, and I haven't actually done it yet since this new update. I want to see how it runs on my computer. The visit mode. Here it is. You got third person mode in your village, and you can actually walk around on the ground floor here and really just take in everything. It does look really beautiful. You can sprint, move up over here, go by the water, look at your villagers. I can run into her. Oh, yeah, I actually did run into her. That's pretty cool. I don't think you can go in the water. Can I? Oh, jeez. I don't think I was supposed to do that. So, yeah, definitely still some bugs. Crap. Let's try that again. There we go. Alright, so definitely still some bugs here and there, but it's as to be expected. But this is still such a fantastic feature. I mean, like I was saying, man, this is such a sweet feature. It really is. It's like, being able to run around in Medieval Dynasty and see your village on the ground floor, but having such an overall aspect of it. The other thing that's crazy about this feature is it actually puts into perspective how freaking big your village is, really. Like this whole plot of land right here. I mean, look how far away I am actually from the granary and everything. But look at those views, man. The mountains, God, and the water, it looks so cool. And I don't think you can't go in any of these buildings, I don't think. Yeah, you can't go in them or anything like that. So, again, it's not like every game has their pros and their cons, and this is, again, still early stages of this game, man. Like, this is not, I don't even know if we're anywhere close to being a finished official game. So, a lot to still do, but it is really crazy, and I always have done this in the past when I played, to kind of put myself in the perspective of like, okay, geez, my villagers are walking quite a ways to do things, but it is so cool watching them, like, actually carry materials and things like that too. It's so cool, man. But yeah, look at this. Like, this is supposed to be like a majority of my village is all this land right here. If we run over here, here's our granary, the resource storage. I didn't realize the resource storage just looks like this. Just wide open with a roof over it. Got the whole quarry over here. See what this looks like up close. Wonder if I can like go down there. I think so, yeah. This looks so cool. Oh, never mind. Guess I can't go down there. Just walk right over it, floating on top. Nice. I'm like freaking Jesus on this in this freaking game. All right, now let's run over here. Let's check everything out. I feel like it's also pretty sweet if we can like watch them. I can hear the trees getting felled over there. This is so cool. But yeah, being able to like actually come up and like witness them in the midst of building, like that trading post that's being built up. But this looks so nice. Like, this is that main King's Road that comes through our town. Kind of shows you what our town's all about. You know, the trading post right off the main strip here. You can see the quarry. You know, you can't really see the lake, but you can see those beautiful views. Got our woodcutter's lodge over here with our, you know, the place that's going to be getting built here soon enough to actually make firewood. Got our planks getting built right there, and while over here, got the actual woodcutter's lodge in and of itself, man. It is really cool. Now, I know it's probably going to take me a second. No, actually, I'm going to do this real quick, so this might help make it a little faster. There we go. Oh, perfect. I didn't know if I could actually, like, choose where I dropped in, but that kind of worked. I wanted to pull up right here and see some of these houses. So this is what these guys live with. I feel like I'm giant. It's like, yeah, look at the doors. God, my guy is a freaking giant, man. His head is hitting the roof over here. I don't even think he could get in this building. Wow. That's a small little building. Sucked to live in there. But yeah, this is what they deal with. So this is, I don't know if this is a glitch or not or what, but yeah, I feel like there's a lot of wasted gardening space right here. So I don't know why it didn't utilize that. I think that was a little silly. Doesn't make any sense. So it's like it starts way back over here. But yeah, so they basically have to like walk all the way down here, you know, to get all their goods. And then they walk all the way back. So I mean, this is in a perspective like this, it's not that bad. I mean, geez, you know, living in the freaking medieval era, I feel like having a big backyard like this for as much, you know, vegetables as you can, because you're helping supply vegetables for the whole village, it's quite nice and not all that bad. So yeah, not a whole lot in our village quite yet. Soon enough, we will have this place freaking booming. And I think it's going to be really, really nice. Because, yeah, this is a good spot, though. This is a huge spot to be the town center. You know, and eventually having a lot of other production buildings going on. And, you know, we will have the main manor right down here in the center as well. So that'll look really cool, too, once we get all that built up. But, yeah, I just wanted to show this. This is probably one of the coolest features of the game. I think it's what kind of helps blast that, or merge that in between, you know, of those games like Medieval Dynasty. In the realism of like being able to walk through your village to see everything that you've built and accomplished, and just from your villager's perspective. So it's trippy when you go for, this is the game you're playing, and you can actually go down and see that view just like that. It is super freaking cool. And God, it's really annoying that all these other resources are so far away. Like that, you saw how long it took me to walk back and forth from there. It's like, jeez, for all my guys to go clear out that iron ore, it's going to be a freaking haul and a half to do that. The mushrooms at least aren't too far away, but that's still pretty far. It's like I'm going to have to put like a road. Oh, I might as well just do it because I think it'll really look kind of cool. Let me do it like this, actually. But somewhat closer to the village. Kind of have it bend in this way. Boom. So I will end up having that built up here soon for sure. And eventually, I was already talking to earlier in the last episodes, I want to clear out all of this wood. And then eventually that whole logging station, cabin, everything is going to get put over here. It's hard to tell. But yeah, I think all of this is pretty not efficient, sadly. And it really does suck that this is, of course, the only area that's good for rye. Like, that's the only, like, really good area. Like, this one is not bad. And then there's a few little pockets over here. It's actually a pretty good spot over there. But, yeah, it might end up just being right here that I do that rye. Because I actually do want to just check real quick one more time. So if I were to build out, like, a huge one, which obviously there's things here that we want to look out for as well. You don't want a too big of one, but honestly not awful for to do something like that. But 91% rye is really good. So yeah, I might end up only having like a few plots there and have to go a couple seasons here and there when the time comes. So keep that in mind. Anyway, let's do some fast forwarding here. So I was wondering how this is going to go. Honestly, as you guys know, I'm very used to playing Medieval Dynasty, where it's really like you're controlling your guy all the time. You know what I mean? So it's like go, go, go. Things are always happening, right? But this one is a little tougher because it's a lot more of like you gotta wait for some stuff to be built. And I don't want to bore you guys. You know what I mean? But yeah, we gotta fast forward here. We're in September. We're in the fall. Few other things I need to get finished up here. I got 2 families and 1 ox right now. Again, it sucks. I don't have the money to make another ox, and I would if I could go take out that bandit camp, but I don't have the military or the people even in general, you know, enough to even go take them all down, nor the money to hire mercenaries, because that's a whole other thing you can also do. You can actually hire mercenaries, but I don't have the money to do that either. So we're a little limited at what we can do right now. And we only have fuel for 2 more months, so really got to get that built. But obviously they are really prioritizing, I think, the manor. So I'm actually going to turn that down a little bit here, because it's that 1 ox that is delivering all the materials from over here to there. So again, yeah, that's why I usually do like to have the 2nd ox, man. I just want to spend the money on getting vegetables, though. That way I know we will have vegetables. I only got the 2 of them, or the 1 of them right now. Oh, crikey. Alright. So that should be built. All the tools are there. Let's go, lady. I believe in you. Plop that together. Perfect. Alright. Woodcutter's Lodge. Get to work. Now we're going to start bringing in some more firewood. It's going to be good. Yeah, those trees falling, man. That is so cool. Alright, the trading post. Perfect. Yeah, we're running out of fuel just in time for them to start turning that into firewood, though, so not a big deal. Alright, the trading post, I get the gist of the trading post. It's really cool, but let's read through this real quick so we all get it. Allows for import and export of the most goods in exchange for regional wealth. We need that. Use the trade rule drop-down menu to get a good, to set a good to export or import. You assign the families, and they'll stock the trading post and walk to the nearest trade point to exchange goods based on its desired surplus. Traveling merchants will periodically arrive to exchange goods. By establishing a trade route, they will arrive more frequently and allow you to exchange major trades. By toggling allowed foreign trade to off, workers will instead exchange goods between your occupied regions. I think that's a new one. I don't remember that happening. There's a whole other feature for that. But cool. Alright, so let's look at this. So as of right now, I only have 7 rough stone, which is not a whole lot. Definitely was hoping we'd have more by now. I know a lot of that, I think, was we're putting to use, putting to work on some things. So I really need the timber right now, and then we obviously need the firewood, which we're starting to build back up already, which is good. So the only thing I realistically have to trade at this moment is going to be rough stone, which luckily goes for like one of the highest here. So it's 4 a piece when you export this. As you can see, a lot of other things are like 1. You know, like even the iron ore is only 1. Hides are 3. There'll be an easy way to bring in hides soon enough. We'll get there. And then even clay. We don't have a lot of clay. The amount of clay we do have, we're going to have to keep. We've got to be cautious of that. But then these are all major trades, which means you need to have money to establish a trade route to even be able to sell this stuff. So in time, we will. Go over to construction. The rubble stone only goes for 1. It's 1. That's really cheap. I only have 8 of it anyway, so it's not really worth it. Eventually, tools. I'm not going to really be making a lot of tools because we don't have an infinite source of iron either. So the only thing we are going to have an infinite source of is going to be stone. And that's where the rough stone is going to come in as our biggest player. 4 a piece for that. If you sell just 10 rough stone, that's $40, 20, that's $80. You get the gist. So we've really got to get some guys working on that. And yeah, we don't have any money right now, so I do want to export that. And I'm going to have the surplus at essentially 0. I just want to sell as much as we can, bring in some money, so we'll always be bringing in more of it. And then in the future, we'll be able to sell more things, for sure. So we'll keep an eye on that. But I just wanted to have this open so there's some bit of money to come through. Like, so eel, where is eel? Ah, yeah, it's a major trade route. So that's probably going to sell pretty good, though. And the good thing is because if you think about it, the carp is a minor trade route, meaning it's not. It's probably selling for less. So honestly, because we're going to get so much eel, that's probably going to be another thing we're going to be selling as well. Maybe even carrots when the time comes, because those sell for 3. We'll have to see. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But I don't have the money even to develop a trade route to sell the eel yet anyway. Yeah, I don't think we can export that at all. I'm going to leave it on export, by the way, just for now, just to see for fun. But I doubt it would sell. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, trade routes required first. I'm going to leave it there just for fun. I don't think it'll make a difference, but that way we got it. Alright, so here we are. And the manor is almost built. Did they already deliver everything over there? Dang, yeah, they did. Disconnected from major trade routes. What are you talking about? How is it disconnected? Yeah, what are you talking about? Connect the building to a King's Road. This is a King's Road. Are you serious? Am I... Huh. I didn't have that issue before. I mean, it's definitely on a King's Road. Is that going to go away? I mean, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, that's a King's Road. I can't delete that. Like, I could delete that. It stole some... I was about to sell that stuff. God, so these... I gotta really freaking kick these guys' ass, man. They keep stealing my crap. And I guess I gotta freaking destroy this and rebuild it. That doesn't make sense. There's the trade points. But it's like, I want to keep it somewhat local for, you know, me. I guess maybe I'll install it more up here. Yeah, I guess maybe I'll just do that. Damn, man, I gotta demolish the whole thing. That freaking sucks. I didn't see that. I didn't have that issue last time. Alright. Where is the market, the trading post? Yeah, it's snapping on there. It's connecting, so... Don't know why that would be an issue. But I like the idea of it being, like, right here. So that's a King's Road, man. Let's not forget that. Let's make it happen. Hopefully that goes away now. I wonder if that's just a glitch, because it's still there even though I removed it, so... We'll see about that. Alright, anywho. Yeah, I freaking hate these bandits, man. They are freaking pissing me off. But alright, the good news is we already are bringing in some people, I think. Because we now have... got some more people. Total population. We have 9 level 1 families. Okay. Let's do this. So that one can house 2. That one can house 2. Let's get these upgraded. That's just an easy way with the same burgage plots we already have. Go to bring in more people. Now this is what I was talking about before too. So we do have the retinue now, which is very nice. So if I go here, these guys. There's 5 of them. And they are way more armored out. Right? They actually have armor and everything, which is really cool. And in the game, in the future, we'll actually be able to buy and upgrade more armor, which is really cool. We can promote one of your citizens to your retinue. Interesting. But yeah, we can also recruit more of them. But they're expensive. They're $50 a pop. And that's right out of our treasury, which, by the way, we have $0 in. We got no money in the treasury. There's a few ways to start building money in the treasury. The first one is taxes. We depict a land tax, but the funny thing is that actually comes out of our regional wealth. So it's like I'm stealing money from my people, and that makes them not happy. So they get, you know, they're not happy about that. So gotta be a little cautious there. Let's get another family in here too to start really digging up some more stone while we can. Not too worried about the planks still. I mean, obviously we finally brought in some more fuel. I just want to get some fuel up to like maybe 8 month mark, and then I'll take that guy off of there and start putting some, putting him to work elsewhere. But yeah, the other way to get the treasury up, and eventually the taxing will work. I do usually do like a 10% tax later in the game for sure, because we make so much of the regional wealth from our actual burgage plots and of course more trading. And there's so many more approval increases between like a church and the marketplace and all these other things that you'll never be below like 75, 80%. So you're always going to be bringing more people in while also pissing them off a little bit by taxing them. But because they're making so much money anyway, they're not going to be caring as much. So that is one big way for sure. The other one is taking out freaking bandits. Eventually, it'll be really beneficial to every bandit camp we take out. We don't need to, they haven't been stealing all of our stuff for so long, so we would get to them so quickly. So it's like this first bandit camp, and usually like the first one or two of them, I usually do send those resources right back to my village, because I want to get the money back, I want to get my food back, and all those things. However, that also depends on where we are at when the time comes, because really we're doing fine. I mean, we have 12 months worth of food still, thanks to, see, look at now we have 22 carrots, by the way, already, and still 153 eel. So it's like we're doing fine on food, and fuel we're doing fine on. I mean, yeah, I'm a little annoyed they stole my rough stone. I mean, 8 of them there. That was freaking, I don't even know the math on that, but that was almost $40 right there, $36, right? So that sucks, but we can get more of it. We have an infinite source here, and honestly, I really do need more treasury wealth, because what I'd like to have for sure is money where when that first, raid comes through, maybe I can have the money to hire these guys. Because having all these freaking, mercenaries for $90 is going to really make a big difference. And even these guys, for only, for a third of it, for $30, it's, still a pretty good chunk of guys. And I'll have my retinue, and I will have at least 20 guys here to help out too. And we still have, this is just our first year. And we still have a whole another year to really build some things up before that raid comes through. So I think we're going to be fine. And eventually they warn you too. I think it'll happen actually when the new year hits. It's going to give me a countdown and say like you have 365 days until the raiders are here. So we know, down to the day of when they're going to be here. And what's also sad though, and it pisses me off, it doesn't piss me off obviously, but it's a little difficult, but they will spawn randomly on anywhere in this map. And the other thing to keep in mind, back over to the mercenaries, these guys also spawned in different places. Conveniently, these guys both spawned in our land. Mandalock is the land we're in right now. But Naswees, for example, we're in Mandalock. Naswees is way over here. So it's like if I have mercenaries that are going to spawn way over here, well now I have to get them to travel all the way over here, which could take freaking half a month, and then have them ready to like fight these freaking raiders with me. So it's like those are things to consider. The mercenaries also change every month, so it's like we have a while until we even get there. But ideally, if they spawn on any of these 3 sides here, is what's going to be the most convenient for us for sure. Let's go check out our opposition. Oh, he's got a church already. Does he have a manor? Forager hut, woodcutter's lodge, fisherman's hut. Got a little pond. I don't see a manor. He even has a mining pit going on over there. Got a rich stone node, but nothing's going on over there. Got a granary. A stone gatherer camp. Okay. He doesn't seem to have a manor yet, though. But he's doing pretty good. Got fish going on over there. They do make their towns pretty cool looking. I mean, I guess this is definitely the more realistic way to do it and not go like so far out and super long. So, little things to learn actually from kind of looking at the AI here. I think he even has chicken coops. So that's another thing I'll definitely want to do too, is have some chicken coops, the goats in the backyard, the pigs, things like that. But those also cost a lot of money. So it's like, how the hell does he have money? He's got a trading route here. His isn't even on the King's Road, so that doesn't even make any sense. But yeah, screw him. He also has a church. Let me see how far away I am from building up a church here. Let's see. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to click that. Get where the church is. Right here. So I just need a lot more planks for that. Right, alright. Well, we're doing pretty good on fuel now. I might actually just pull him off of there for a minute. Always jump him right back on there. We can have doing it once we hit the winter time. Or realistically, it'll be good to have our actual guy over here doing fishing on the woodcutters camp come winter time. Because we're not going to need him fishing by then. And we have plenty of food. We've got a whole year's worth of food, so that's not a big concern. Let's keep fast forwarding here, because yeah, it's going taking its time. And I really want to get this other trading camp built. Or trading post, I should say. Yeah, now I'm like looking at my little things here, and I'm like, oh, you know what? They do look a little stupid. I guess they didn't need to be that long. Interesting. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind for other things. Oh yeah, the disease. I forgot about that. That sucks. People get sick. And yeah, an easy way to solve that is we can actually have people working over here in the forager hut with the mushrooms. And they can actually collect herbs as well. Herbs, however you want to say it. What we just did the Burgage plot level 1. Yeah, I think they're just upgrading those, which is good. Gotta keep an eye on them there. There's a button that I can hit to like hide everything, so it's like when I'm trying to just watch everything right there, it'll look better. Yeah, cinematic mode, Control C. There we go. Interesting. It doesn't let me... Oh, okay, do it like this. That's cool. Oh, interesting. Wow, this is pretty cinematic. Wow, that's cool. This is a really cool feature. Gotta learn how to, like, use it better, but... Gonna zoom around. It looks real fancy. Change something real quick too. I think my computer can handle this, but the distance on the view of things, bring that up a little bit. Is that gonna screw with my FPS? That doesn't seem to be too bad. Let's be risky. Let's be risky. Let's go. Ultra. That seems to be pretty good. That just looks a little better. That cunts. Come on, cunts. They're almost there. Now, can I do cinematic mode? Oh yeah, cinematic mode doesn't allow you to fast forward though. That sucks. This dude looks like he's hurt. Yeah, alright. Why? I want to click on him. Doesn't let me click on him. Oh well. Alright. Anyway, let's keep fast forwarding here. It should be getting close to being done. It really does suck only having the one ox. Why? I mean, I should have bought that one first. I knew it. I frickin' knew it. I think this will look really good doing this. Boom, yeah, that looks nice. Really should have done that, but it's alright, it's alright. All's well that ends well. Alright. Perfect, we got someone else that moved in. And now it is winter time. So this is probably about to freeze up. Freezing as we speak. We're fine. 10 months worth of food. All we need to do is get to March, and then everything will start to thaw. Be good. Let's get this guy out of here. Put him to work elsewhere. I know another thing that'll really help is getting someone in the granary, having someone in the storehouse, and then creating a marketplace. Saw planks we have now. Doing pretty good on planks. I want to get that other place built. So I do want to build a marketplace. I think it would have looked really nice. Kind of having a little centered piece right here kind of come through. And then this church. I'm going to want to do a church and then a tavern. Might even, I don't know, oh, I do like the idea of the church being pretty centered. I don't hate the idea of it being right here. I don't know if that's like weird because it'd be like a little too close to the quarry. Maybe over here looks a little bit better to a degree. Still like kind of a centered thing. And it's also very close to the people. So there's going to be more houses over here as well at some point. But I do want to have a marketplace as well. I kind of want this to be almost be like a little bit of a main road connecting a lot of things here. Now I don't know if it's a little weird to possibly have a church and then I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the church here and then the tavern over here. I don't think that would look that weird. I mean, I like that. Then what I was also going to do, build a marketplace. So the supply and demand of a marketplace. That looks so beautiful. So granary and storehouse workers will set up market stalls automatically and select the marketplace to check your supply and demand and the supply capacity. Burgage plots closest to the marketplace get their residential requirements fulfilled first. You can prohibit goods from being supplied in the marketplace in the Advanced tab. Increase your supply capacity by assigning more families to a granary storehouse. So another thing that, you know, there's efficiency ways to do this. But something that I've always liked is just, ideally I know a lot of my families and housing is going to be within this realm. And I want to kind of have things built around them, but I like the reality of it being like a centered thing, right? Again, I just think a lot of that makes sense. So, I'm going to try and see if I can fit this right here. I want to have like a pretty big one. Realistically, let's even actually just try and stretch it wall to wall there, and that would eventually allot for 24 of them, but that also is almost like too close to the tavern. Don't know if I would like that, but that right there allows for 20 of them. I think that would look pretty good. But let me also see, that's 20 and it drops to 12. Let's do that. I mean, it's going to be like right behind the quarry here, which, I mean, is what it is. But that is like the centerpiece of our town, man, is this quarry. This is what we're made of. It's this freaking quarry. Then, have another road right here. Kind of connecting a lot of that together. Maybe bring another road right down right there. I don't think that looks all that bad. Let's get something stolen from me again. These guys are assholes, dude. I'm actually going to get rid of that road. I think that just looks a little bit more realistic. Just nicer. Yeah, I don't know if I love this layout so far, but it's not awful. Slow down. I thought I did not have anyone in the woodcutters camp. Let's definitely get someone back in there. See my fuel dipping down. Got a lot of planks right now, which is good. I want to keep that going a little bit. The trading post has been built. Let's go back over here. Let's export some rough stone. Thankfully, we have a lot more of it now, which is good. Really good. So yeah, let's export as much of that as we can right now. Try and bring in some money. The rubble stone's not worth a lot. Planks aren't worth a lot. But I mean, honestly, it might behoove us to do that. Let's at least just keep, like 10 at all times. And let's even do this. Keep about 10 of that at all times too. So I just want to make a big buff on money right now. And these are definitely things I can get really quickly. I know they're not worth a lot, but even selling 20 of each of these is going to be 40 bucks, which will pay for another, vegetable plot or a couple oxen or at least one of them. And on top of selling that, plus some rough stone here, that's going to be our big money maker, because for every 10 of those, we get 4 as much of, the other things there. So definitely want to take advantage of that. Let's keep that in mind here. Right. Full general. And I think that's all I really have right now to focus on for trading. So yeah, a lot of planks are coming in pretty quick, which is really good. And again, I can't sell any of the food stuff right now, because the only one I have a lot of is eel. But we're burning through that pretty quickly, and that needs to be a major trade route right now. So yeah, I definitely don't love the church being right here next to the quarry. That might end up being moved. The tavern doesn't look awful right there, but that church just doesn't look good right there. Really doesn't. Just kind of like sticks out like a sore thumb in some weird way. But I mean, yeah, I know churches are definitely not always going to be a center point. Like, they're going to be off somewhere. So honestly, it's a lot to build. I'm just trying to think where else I'd maybe want it. I mean, honestly, it doesn't look like it'd be bad to kind of plop it down over here. Can I move it? Do you need to demolish it? I need to demolish it. Let's just demolish it. Not a huge priority right now. I mean, but yeah, honestly, I don't love the look of that. I'd rather it be up over here somewhere. I think that does make more sense. I don't mind taking down some of these trees to build this. But yeah, that looks better to me. That kind of the front of it. Move this, bring that down right there. Road right down there to it. I think that'll look a lot better, honestly. Yeah, I did not love it right here by any means. The tavern I don't hate having right there, honestly. That's whatever. I don't even love the marketplace right there either. It's like I'd rather have more like construction type stuff if I could even fit them right around here. So it's like I'd rather have the marketplace over here. We'll have to see. I mean, we're definitely just trying to utilize what we got. Again, things can be moved around. The good news is we have some passive income. Oh, we do. Burger's level 3. I don't even have a level 3, so I don't know what that is. But we're happy now. People are still lingering on the memories of being homeless, which is a little ridiculous. I think it's been a while now. Should stop worrying about that. Crying out loud. But anyway, let's keep fast forwarding. It's almost... Ooh, we got a message. Raiders, see what I tell you guys. Track their movements. Because it's been a whole year, right? Because we started in the spring. So we have basically until next March, 365 days to prepare for the Raiders. But we got a timer right there, so it's not bad. I think this should be, yeah, it's melting. So we have the resource node growing there. Let's get our guys back in. Let's start bringing in some more fish. Well, eel, to a degree. Yeah, keep fast forwarding, man. We just got to bring in some money. I have one family that's available to be doing the building of some things, which makes sense. Got some people that have set up marketplaces, which is good. So a lot of these houses, like for example, if I were to go over here and want to upgrade it, like they already now have the foods, they have meat, they have fuel. They're just missing, oh, water access. Jeez, God, that's also like the easiest thing to do here. Oh, very convenient. I can actually just kind of plop it like right here, centrally located. I kind of like the idea of having, yeah, like a nice central one right here. Yeah, let's do that. Right outside the market there. And we can definitely build some more houses in this area. Well, they have water access, and then the church access, they'll have too soon here. Again, I just wanted to move it. Did not like that first spot I put it in. I know sometimes I like to try and package some things up here, but a lot more stuff I know I can do in this area. Can't believe it's still saying, oh, so we just made some money. So I don't know why you're saying it's disconnected from the major trades. Oh, maybe it's because I didn't unlock the major trade on that one that I was hoping to sell. The eels, I think it was what it was. Yeah, look at that, we're making money. Hand over fist already. This is fantastic. Okay. I gotta think how I want to efficiently do this. We're doing okay on food. I really want to have another ox. That's going to make our life a lot easier. So now we have 2 oxen. Really want that. I have the places for them. Man, these bandits suck, dude. They've been stealing my stuff left and right. Really, like, they suck. It's honestly annoying. They do that too often. Friggin' assholes. Let's see, so yeah, I can't afford any of these yet, but hopefully we can sell some more stuff here. Because I think right now I have the carrots, right? It'll tell me if I... For me, it's just holding down tab. But yeah, it says carrots. So let me get these ones all upgraded to the vegetable garden as well. So that way, by the time I'm ready to pay for it, they're already ready to go. Let's do that. All those built up here, and we'll have a second oxen here very soon too. Did he get delivered yet? No. That's okay. Wonder if you can see. Oh, here he comes. Just came out of the woods. Interesting. Alright, but now we got 2 oxen, so that's going to really speed up the process. Although I do need... So let me actually get rid of this. Take these guys out of here. We do have a pretty good amount of fuel right now, and I need 2 people available to actually utilize the oxen, because one family needs to be available to move the oxen around to distribute the things. So, we do have our church built. Looks pretty cool. Looks a little creepy. And we just made some more money. Very good. So we're making money. Wow, we just made a bunch of money right there. I think we can pull up this right here, go to records, exports. We've already sold 19 rough stone for $76 and 11 planks for $11. So, not bad. So we've made 87 coin already, which is really good. And now, because I've been setting these guys up, they're already ready for level 2. But I do want to upgrade those to level 2 as well. Let's definitely get this guy upgraded. And then I do want some cabbages, because that's a high yield of cabbages, which will be really nice. And I want to kind of disperse it a little bit. Thinking... Did I already just do this one? Yeah, I did. That was I chose cabbages. And I'll upgrade that to level 2. Then do beetroots right there. Man, they were all ready to be leveled up. What happened? Oh, they still are. Okay. How come this one? Oh, I need more timber. That would be why. Oh, yeah. So now there we go. Medium village unlocked. Fantastic. But again, big downside to this update is there's still no more other developmental things unlocked. So we still just have this Origins one, which is why, again, like I was saying, not a major rush. Because right now, we've already upgraded to, we're a large town or village now, right? Or medium. So we would technically have 2 development points to actually utilize and unlock right now, which would be really nice. And I'm thinking the next update, he should definitely get those in there. That would be huge. I think that's such an important thing in the game that people really like. So I do see that happening soon for sure. Another nice thing about upgrading these to level 2 is they actually generate 1 regional wealth per family, being a level 2. So per family, which is actually really cool. So each of these is going to have 2 families in them. So once I have all of these upgraded to level 2, I think that's 10, my math is correct here, 10 regional wealth every single month. So just a little passive income, if you will, which is very nice. What are they missing here? Oh, it's still just the timber. I think I should lay back on the planks for right now. They are burning through my timber. Not getting enough timber as quickly as we are planks. So let's throw that guy over there. We're doing on the fishies. Doing good on the fish. Wondering. I mean, I really, because the stone is our biggest moneymaker right now, and if I want to make sure you have plenty of that. I also am eventually going to need tools. So I am going to want to set someone up eventually to clean out all this iron, and I'm going to pretty much utilize all of that to build as many tools as I can, which it does suck, the process that's going to have to be put together to do that. Because if we go back over here to trade tools, they're $13 a piece. Like, I think it's a little bit of a ripoff. Another thing I would hope he changes in the future too. Like, I just think it's crazy. I'm paying $10 extra to import something, whereas I only get 3 for selling it. It's like maybe plus 5. Like, all right, it's gonna cost me $8 to bring it in, versus freaking 13. Like, that's just insane. So it makes me not want to import anything in this game because it's so freaking expensive. It's like I definitely don't make anywhere near enough money. The most valuable thing I can sell right now is going to be $4, but then the thing to buy is going to be, you know, 10, 11 plus dollars. It's just insane. So it's like, yeah, it's crazy. That sucks. So I do want to clean out this iron mine sooner than later to get as many tools as I can, because now another big update is you have to maintain buildings. That was never an issue before. It never was a thing you had to worry about. But yeah, now we have to maintain stuff, and that means you have to have tools to do it. Alright. So I think we have a little bit more money here. I've got my carrots, cabbage, beets. Let's upgrade to level 2. Upgrade to level 2. Upgrade to level 2. So I want to get all of them upgraded to level 2 real quick. Looking pretty good so far. And I am going to want to actually build more of them over here as well. I really do want to bring some more people in. And again, I might as well just freaking go all out here. I wonder if this would be pointless, or if it'd be worth it to try and do that, or if that's just gonna look stupid. I mean, it definitely looks funky, but I think it does just make sense. That way it's like, you know, it's not completely wasted space there. Because then those are just like, I was trying to do like 5 of these. They do just look a little like awkwardly narrow, similar to that. I don't know, I kind of didn't hate that. It is a little funky though. Doing it like that there. Yeah, I don't hate that. It honestly doesn't look as awful. And they're like a little bit wider, especially that last one. So it's like, again, we're gonna have 2 families in each of them, so another 10 another 10 families just right here. Once I get all those upgraded. Really need more timber. Come on, guys. Let's get the freaking timber going, shall we? So yeah, I'm going to definitely do that once we have the timber. Look at that money, though, coming in now. 100. Very good. So I can finally... So let's look at this here real quick. So I have basically 3 of each. I think realistically I want to get a high yield. I want to spread it out a little bit. I think if I at least do 2 of the high yields, which take a little while, so 2 cabbages. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do like a little bit of a different thing. Like, although I might do those because it is another lower yield, but it comes more frequently versus the carrots. I'm trying to think which one of those are like easier to eat and better for you. I don't know. I mean, I'm obviously gonna have more of them over here soon, so I'm not gonna try and keep overthinking it. But with the time and the money right now that's coming in, I'm just gonna go with more beetroots for right now. So 2 things of beetroots, 2 things of cabbages, and then the carrots. I think that looks pretty good. And now hopefully these guys are bringing in a decent amount here. Yeah, that's another thing. I am really... So one of these developmental points, for sure. I mean, I'm definitely... I don't know. The one that we're like... They bring in stone much faster. That's... I really think that'll be a big one. It's going to suck that the fishing hut is going to be 20% lower, though, at the same time. That really is going to suck. So where was that other one? Where I was looking at too, because that's nice. But there was, what was the one I was looking at before? Was it this one? Yeah, right here. This one doesn't look bad. I mean, it does suck because, again, the farming, I'm not going to be able to take too much advantage of that one, but at least I get the plus 20 mining speed. Which would be very helpful without the buff on, you know, the debuff on the fishing. So I don't know. So far, I personally am leaning towards this one, the widen hinterlanders, because I do want the stone thing to be a lot faster. They're doing that pretty slowly. And I mean, this one's not bad, but I don't know. I don't know if I care too much for this one. It's like, this one's not bad either. So we're going to get more passive money based off that. I think that would work, though, right? Because all occupied Burkish plots produce +1 no matter what. Because as of right now, it's only until level 2, but level 1s don't produce anything. So I'm just wondering if this is +1 now moving forward on every single one. It doesn't fully clarify that, but I assume that. And then half the construction on that is nice, and then at least the iron ore import value is -30%. That would actually be nice, too, because it's like, again, tools are something we're always going to need, so not having a rich iron ore is definitely very crippling. So I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards Regensburg and then widen Hindlers. I think those 2 are the real realistic ones where I'm not getting hit with such a big debuff. So I think I don't know. I like those ones. So kind of like I said in episode 1, let's get some feedback, guys. What's going to be our best one for development here? Gosh, and I was fast. I thought the game paused every time I was looking at that. Because geez, we just jumped to September pretty quickly. Look at that. But yeah, I mean, here we are, man. It's looking pretty good. Got our guys selling. We do have enough people now. We have 25 people. I think it's time to take out those bandits. If we do it strategically, we could definitely do it. So where are they? They're over here. So let's rally everyone right here. Oh, alright. I know how to work all this. Military squads. Strength of your units depend on many factors. Stances, morale, fatigue, and effectiveness. So one thing you always want to check is they're not running. Don't want them to run because that'll bring their fatigue down. I want them to be, you know, ready to go. What the heck? I thought I told you guys to rally over here. What are they doing? They're not moving. Let's disband that real quick. Interesting. This is not good. I never had this issue before. Okay, well, he got out. What, were they just stuck inside? Oh my god. Why were you guys stuck in there? Freaking lollygagging. Alright, no running. Alright. It's time. We're gonna finish this episode by taking out these freaking bandits. I'm gonna give myself some regional wealth. That way I know I'm ready to go for when our boys, you know, the Raiders show up. We need to be ready to go. So it's going to be 18 against 25, 5 of which are actually pretty well equipped. Don't get me wrong, my villagers are pretty well equipped too. They got large shields and spears, which are pretty good weapons for sure. And then 5 retinue guys. I mean, they're basically trained military men. So it's very good to have them as well. So let's get this fast forwarding here, get them all the way up there. Now, a couple things we want to look at is ideally if we can fight them while we are on a hill. So we get the advantage of the uphill advantage. There doesn't seem to, they're on a pretty flat area right here. Nowhere around here. This is on a hill though. So ideally, if I can get them to lure them out, and then bring them up this, and bring my guys here on this hill. That'll definitely help out for sure, because we'll have the somewhat of a height advantage, right? Not intensely a height advantage, but a good one for sure. Let's get our guys here. And let's also, hopefully I didn't trigger them, because it depends on how close you get to them is what's going to trigger them to start coming at you. Let's real quick save. I want to overwrite my YouTube playthrough. Had caps lock on there. Alright, so saving here. I do not want to die or lose any of my guys, but their effectiveness is pretty good. Not really showing on an uphill here, even though it should, but let's just get these guys close enough to trigger. Alright, it's triggered, it's triggered, it's triggered. Get back, get back. And attack. Alright, perfect, perfect, perfect. Getting them from all angles. Come on, why'd you guys run off that way? Let's go. Alright, we lost a retinue. Perfect. We lost one guy. One guy from our retinue. That's honestly, that's okay. That was like best case scenario in that situation to lose one guy. So we definitely had them set up pretty good. Get these guys head back. These guys are going to grab the goods. Going to send that to our treasury. Boom. 163 doll hairs. Sent to the treasury. Oh, why does it keep doing that? Get over here. Alright, personally now I don't mind making them run. Because by the time they get back home, they'll have time to actually rest, which will be nice. But there we go. That is how we do it. So that bandit camp is destroyed. Now, of course, I could have sent that money back to our, our actual village. Therefore, we would have gotten a lot of food back. But look at this. We're upwards to, we now have almost 200 eel. We've got 100 carrots, 25 beetroots, and 15 cabbages. We have 17 months of food. I mean, I don't think it was really worth it. And again, I needed the treasury fund. Because this crew right here of 25, now 24, that is not going to take out raiders. From my knowledge, the first run of raiders is 4 of the amount of bandits we just had at one time. So 18 bandits times 4. I mean, what's that? 64 of them? You know, we're talking 36 times 2. So we want to make sure we have some mercenaries that we could call on, because that is going to be tough with our 24 guys there. We're going to be outnumbered for sure by the raiders. Needed that money. So that was a great success. Very good success. Do I have my timber now? Still running a little low on the timber. They're taking a long time to get it. So eventually I'm going to have to start moving. I feel like, well, I think this one area is not too big a deal, but like once they clear out this whole area, like that whole logging camp, I'm going to push back over here. You know, I like the idea of the church is kind of like up in this wooded hill area, but eventually it's neither here nor there. So anyway, I think that's it for this episode, guys. Yeah, we're going to have to get some tools to maintain some things, because, yeah, this is due to collapsing, honestly, since it needs to be maintained. So, yeah, thank you guys so much again. Like episode 1. If I haven't gotten the feedback and filmed episode 3 yet, give me your input on which development pathway we should take. I think I've narrowed it down this episode to those 2. Essentially, both of them are just helping out the mining, making it more efficient without having a huge debuff like the fishing one, because it's like our 2 main ones. I don't want one to debuff the other. You know what I mean? I want to have a major positive in one of those situations and not a debuff in the opposite. So nonetheless, guys, thank you so much. Next episode we're going to be taking out our first group of raiders. That's going to be super fun. But thank you guys so much for watching Mac Dad Games episode 2 of our Manor Lords playthrough, and I'll see you guys next time.